In the heart of Paris, between the years 1150 and 1200, something remarkable happened at the Cathedral of Notre Dame. The monks at the cathedral began embellishing the music for the most important feasts by improvising new melodies atop the existing chants, transforming an entirely monophonic musical tradition into one that was partially polyphonic, meaning that there are simultaneous melodies sounding at the same time. Polyphony, or the sounding of two or more pitches at the same time, is the feature most characteristic of Western music. It is the thing that sets Western music apart from all other musical traditions around the globe. Let's take a look at how this polyphonic majesty was born within the worship service. Let's again refer to our go-to chant, Viderunt Omnes. We've already noted that this chant was used on a very special occasion, the Mass for Christmas Day, and that the portions of any chant that precede the asterisk are reserved for the cantor, or the soloist. Shown here is the opening portion reserved for the soloist, and, as we've already pointed out the difference between syllabic settings, highlighted here, where there are only one or two pitches per syllable of text, and melismatic settings, highlighted here, where there are many pitches per syllable of text, 10 to 1 in this case. Let's listen to this Notre Dame polyphony, which is called Organum. What you'll hear are two voices. The lower voice will have the original chant, but you'll notice that, for the most part, each pitch will be drawn out to immense proportions. Above the original chant, you will hear a newly composed melody which moves, for the most part, at a much faster rate than that of the lower voice. The product will be a much longer, highly decorated portion of chant, an expansion from roughly 7 seconds to nearly 2 full minutes. Let's quickly hear the first two words in their original form, so that we can make the comparison. Now, let's hear this portion as it was meant to be sung in one of the most astounding structures in Christendom on one of the holiest days of the year. I've highlighted the lower voice so that you're more easily able to follow the original chant and to see for yourself how this already ancient chant was made anew by these very creative monks. In the next video, we'll learn about who might have created these polyphonic chant settings and the rules and patterns that were established and resulted in a vast expansion of this compositional technique, both within the church and far outside of its walls.